Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miist back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another video. Going to be talking about every movie and TV show I watched last week, and let's get into it. I'm a little tired, ready for bed, and Betty is here as well. Can I scoop you? Come here. Come say hi to everyone. Okay, Betty's gonna chill here for a little bit, so let's start it off with the one and only season of TV that we watched last week, which was Stranger Things season 3, and this is so far my favorite on rewatch. And Betty Fur, sorry. This is my favorite on rewatch so far. Although, like I said in I think the last video, I think the show just gets better every time I rewatch it, and I also think that each season gets better than the previous. So I think each season is an improvement on the previous. So yeah. Anyways, season 3, great. We started rewatching season 4. We'll finish it sometime this week before season 5 starts, which is super exciting. All right, let's get into the movies. I don't even know what movies I watched this week. Let's start it off with Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas Cabin Fever, which is animated, and it's something I was going to watch, or I've been waiting to watch, because I'd watched the animated Diary of a Wimpy Kids earlier this year, but I didn't want to watch the Christmas one. You're so nice, thank you. Anyways, this sucks. Let's move on. Also, shout out and rest in peace to Bray Wyatt, who was in this, aka Wyndham Rotunda. Rest in peace. Let's keep going. On to Girl on the Third Floor, which is a movie. To be honest, this is a movie I watched because CM Punk is in it, and this is a movie that Mel found for me, I think earlier this year or last year, because I didn't even know it existed until Mel told me about it. She had made a trivia round for me showing a trailer or showing trailers, and I had to guess the movie, and she'd shown me this trailer not knowing it existed. So yeah, finally got around to watching it. Watched it. It was okay. CM Punk was also okay. But yeah, that's really the only reason I watched it. So, alright, let's move on to one of the themes of the week, which was Oz. Speaking of, let's go with my least favorite of the 4 Oz movies I watched this week, technically 5. Return to Oz, which is weird. It's really, really weird. There's a lot of weird characters. There's a lot of weird designs, and there's just a lot of weirdness in it, and I didn't really care for it. Yeah, ranked as a 43 out of 100. Well, let's move on to Scrooged, which is a Christmas classic for my stepfather. Oh, she's done here. Bye, Kitty. Love you, sweetheart. Scrooged, a Christmas classic for my stepfather. I personally didn't care for this movie a whole lot. Once I kind of leaned more into the spoof vibes of it, it was okay. I'm not a huge Bill Murray guy either, nothing against him. I just don't really care for him acting, I guess. I don't know, I just don't really care for any of his movies, so yeah, it's fine. 55 out of 100. Well, let's move on to another theme of the week, which was Alfred Hitchcock, which is one of my goals for the year, to go through his filmography. And I watched Sabotage this week, which I ranked a 60 out of 100. I thought it was decent. Easily by far my least favorite out of all the 5 Hitchcock films that I've seen so far. And yeah, it's fine. Let's move on to Spree, continuing my Joe Keery trend for the week. Lots of Stranger Things. I watched Spree. This is a movie that's been on my watch list for a long time as well. Decided to watch it this weekend. Ranked it a 65 out of 100. I thought it was decent. It has its moments. There's one character in this movie that I really fucking hated because they were just really annoying. But otherwise, Joe Keery's a lot of fun in this, in a not murderous way. But yeah, it was fun. I didn't mind it. 65 out of 100. Let's move on to The Running Man, which is a rewatch. I watched The Running Man for the first time last year, not knowing that a new Running Man was being made and was coming out this year. And I was going to go see the new Running Man this week. I just didn't get a chance to. Hopefully going to go see this week. Not sure if I can really afford it right now, but we'll see. Nonetheless, didn't change my ranking. Ranked it a 72 out of 100. I love Arnold, and that's really all that matters. Let's move on to a very Jonas Christmas movie, which Mel and I started our week with. I watched both Running Man and Jonas Christmas on Monday. Ranked them both a 72 out of 100. Oddly enough, I didn't even realize I had done that until a couple days later, but yeah, ranked this a 72 out of 100. I thought it was kind of fun. Not a bad movie, just a lot of fun, to be honest. I mean, it's not a great movie. It's definitely got that Disney Channel original charm, but it was fun. I know Mel enjoyed it, so 72 out of 100. Let's move on to Dial M for Murder, which is another Hitchcock film, and I really enjoyed this tense thriller, this thriller mystery. One thing that I've come to really enjoy about Hitchcock's films is how incredibly written they are, and yeah, really enjoyed that here. Ranked this a 79 out of 100. One of my favorites from Hitchcock so far. And let's move on to The Wizard of Oz, which I ranked an 80 out of 100. This is a rewatch. I did watch this a couple of years ago now, I believe. And yeah, I think it's a pretty solid movie. I don't really care for the music a whole lot, but I enjoy the movie and the technical aspect of this film, like the Technicolor specifically. It's fantastic, obviously. It's one of the best looking movies you could ever see. And for that, I'd recommend it, obviously. Yeah, 80 out of 100. Let's move on to kind of another theme of the week, which was Park Chan-wook, which I watched Decision to Leave, which I ranked an 81 out of 100. Quite enjoyed this movie as well. It's a really gorgeous movie, and it's also a very fucking depressing movie. It's really, really sad, and the ending of this movie is very, very heartbreaking, and I feel like I'll talk about it more in a moment when we get to the next Park Chan-wook movie, but yeah, Decision to Leave, I enjoyed, ranked it an 81. Let's move on to Vertigo, which I ranked at 84 out of 100. My favorite Hitchcock so far out of the 5 that I've seen. And yeah, I really enjoyed this. I loved, again, the writing in this film was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I thought this was amazing. Well, not amazing. I thought it was great. And James Stewart, I'm really, really starting to fall in love with. I really enjoyed him in this. Ranked it an 84 out of 100. This is a great movie that I really enjoyed. And the mystery to it as well that I really enjoyed. So, yeah. Well, let's move on to Joint Security Area, which I also ranked an 84 out of 100. And, yeah, as I was saying, with Decision to Leave, Park Chan-wook can just make these characters that make me very invested into them and their stories, and the writing that he adds to the detailed characters that I feel like he genuinely loves. I love, and I feel like it's just so noticeable in each one of his films, and this is also a really depressing movie, and sometimes a movie can be depressing because of the outcome of it, but if you don't connect with the characters, then it just doesn't hit. Where I connect with these characters from Joint Security Area, and I connect with the characters from Decision to Leave, and I just love them all, and it's really heartbreaking for many reasons, but can't recommend this enough. This is actually my second favorite Park Chan-wook, I believe, so yeah, definitely give this a watch if you've never seen it. Alright, let's move on to Wicked for Good, which I watched twice this week. Mel and I watched opening night on Wednesday, early opening night, I guess, on Wednesday with her mother, and Mel ranked it a 100 out of 100. I ranked it an 87 out of 100, which is 1 point lower than what I ranked Wicked on first watch last year. But I could definitely, after watching this, I had quite a bit of problems with it, and I thought on a rewatch it would probably get higher, but I definitely didn't expect it to be what Wicked was, going from like an 88 to a 99. Where in this case, on rewatch, we'll talk about it in a moment. Well, we can just talk about it now. I ranked it a 92 out of 100 on rewatch, and I do enjoy this movie. I still have some problems with it. I do feel like the second time watching it, I enjoyed it more, and it felt faster. It felt like it went by faster. But my biggest problems with this movie is that I actually think this movie could benefit with some of that Wizard of Oz storytelling that we just don't get. We get very minimal pieces of it, which I do think it could have maybe improved the movie with that story. Obviously, that's a choice, right? And that's totally fine. But yeah, the music also is just such a letdown compared to the first part. The most of the music in the second part is just riffs of the original songs in the first part, and I definitely don't think they're better, and I just don't think they really do much for me, especially the opening song, the Wicked one. I don't remember what it's called. Fuck. Every Day More Wicked. It has like literally four of the original songs in it, and it's fine, you know. But there's a few songs that I've been really enjoying this weekend. Most specifically, No Good Deed. This is probably my second favorite of the entire film, and also March of the Witch Hunters. I'm really enjoying. So, yeah, let's keep on going. Let's go to All Quiet on the Western Front, which I ranked at 91 out of 100, and I asked myself probably a couple dozen times throughout this film, why am I rewatching this film? This is brutally depressing. I had a lot of depressing movies this week, unintentionally. Wicked for Good as well. And yeah, I ranked this a 91 out of 100, raised it from the 90 that it was. And like I said, this is a really heartbreaking movie, especially that final 15 minutes before 11 a.m. when the war's about to end. So much shit happens, and it's so damn sad. It really is. And I mean, that entire like last 30-40 minutes is just heartbreaking, truthfully. I don't even know what else to say. But let's move on to my favorite watch of the week, which was Wicked, which I ranked a 99 out of 100 for the fourth time. We got to see it in theaters again, Mel and I, and we brought one of Mel's friends. And yeah, I mean, I don't think it's ever going to hit that 100 out of 100, unfortunately. Maybe one day, but as of right now, I don't see that happening, even though I've watched it 4 times at a 99 out of 100, or watched it 5 times and I've ranked it 4 times at 99. But who knows, I guess anything could happen. This is the third time we seen this in theaters as well, which was kind of fun. And yeah, I mean, that joins a pretty selective list. There's only like 4 other films I've seen in theaters 3 times. So yeah, nonetheless, let me know your guys' thoughts on Wicked for Good and everything else I talked about this week. Follow me on Letterboxd, link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.